Welcome back, MTG Joe here, and today we're going to be playing a fun one, a brew. We've been playing some pretty more competitive decks on the ladder recently, so I want to take a bit of a break, and then we'll go back to trying to get top 1200. But this is something I want to try out again. We'll play a couple casual games with it, see how it works out. If it does play out well, then we'll take it to the ladder. But this is a Simic Omni-Flood combo deck. So two components to the deck. You have Omniscience. It's a 10 mana spell. You may cast cards from your hand without paying their CMC. So everything's free to cast. And the way we get this into play, for the most part, is using the card Flood of Tears, the Flood component of Omni-Flood. So for 6 mana, you can return all landline permanents to their owner's hands. If we return 4 more permanents that are non-token this way, we can put a permanent from our hand onto the battlefield. So what we're trying to do here is play a bunch of like ramp enchantments in like Wolf Willow Haven or Gift of Paradise or Omen of the Sea and Golden Egg to get us ahead. Then we play a Flood of Tears and we play bring it all back to hand. We play Omniscience and then we get to cast like Overflowing Insight, Seagate Restoration to draw a bunch of cards. We can also recast all these again. We have Uros to kind of get us ahead on lands as well and gain us life. And then eventually what we do is we Fae of Wishes. We have a wish board. And for the most part, what we do is just keep drawing cards. And we can have a couple ways to win. We have Jace, Wielder of Mystery. So if we can just draw through our entire deck, then we're able to just win through its ultimate. We also have like Plane-Wide Celebration and Nicol Bolas, where you can just ultimate it right away. And then there's just like, if we want, we can get cheeky with Aether Flux Reservoir. Then there's just a kind of couple like utility spells and like counters if needed. A Graveyard Exile, Commit to Memory if we want to shuffle our library. Discontinuity if we want to just end their turn, take an extra turn. A couple of the ultimatums, destroy all their stuff. Genesis, Inspired Ultimatum, and then just another Ugin in the side. We also have an Ugin main board just as a way to, in a pinch, we can use this and just exile their stuff. It's also just a good win condition. But it's a way to kind of get around it that way there. So we'll try it out. We'll play a couple casual games for this. See how it goes. Have some fun playing Magic. Do our daily. And then we'll pop back into some more competitive ranked matches. So as the season restarts, do let me know if there are any decks you'd like to see. If you'd like me to keep the focus on Historic. If you'd like me to move to Standard again. Kind of go in between. If there's any decks you'd like to see, do let me know. And we can go from there. Playing Solemn, I'm assuming Simulacrum, the sad robot. Okay, this hand's fine. So notably with Seagate Restoration, you can't put this into play off Growth Spiral. I still think we do it, just get ahead on lands. We don't have any of the kind of... This hand's probably not the best, but we'll give it a shot. We gotta play a couple games, see how it goes. Play that out now, just because we're probably gonna want all our lands at this point. Okay, so got half the combo in hand. This is probably colorless control. Could be Chandra Tribal. Colorless. Okay, so we got the Flood of Tears. I think what we do here... Just gonna play these out. We need just spells. We can also reset theirs, which is pretty good if they play out like a lot of artifacts. At this point, probably something like Omen of the Sea would be best. Uro wouldn't be too bad. Okay, land almost gets us there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they can't Ugin this turn. Really, we just want to watch out for Ulamog. Okay, so they got a bunch of mana rocks. Weird hand by the opponent. Okay. So we are a permanent away from going off. At least next turn we can draw 7 cards. If they go Ugin here, it's kind of bad, because then they just wipe all our stuff. I think we might actually trim an Uro and play, or trim 2 Uros, play 2 more Golden Eggs. I think that might be best, because we're not really a way to fuel Uro that much. So that might be something we do quickly after this game. Okay. So this draws us 7. This draws us fewer cards, but then we have no maximum hand size for the rest of the game. So I think we actually do this. Kidding me? We didn't draw a single land? Oh, that's particularly annoying. So 1, 2, 3. Play out Gifts of Paradise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Really needed a land, to be honest. I might end up just resetting their board. Because Gift of Paradise is... Or actually, Gift adds 2 mana. So if we go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if we draw a land, we can do Flood of Tears. Perfect. So... do this, and now we go off. Put Omniscience into play. Put this into play. Put this into play. Cast Uro. The extra line's fine. Cast Uro. We will draw 7 cards. Cast Uro. So we can cast Ugin. Shoot him for 3. Do we have 2 mana open? Yeah, so we can recast Fae. So you can cast it for its creature side, but you can't so kind of go off again here. Oh, we're already at 65 life. 50 then. Casual gamer. Alright. Weird hand by the opponent, but we got to do what we wanted to do. Let me make that quick change with the Euros. Simic Omni-Flood, let's go part 2. Good on the opponent, letting us go through the motions. I think we keep this hand. 3 lands, go Omen. Just looking for Omniscience here. This is Rogues, it's a bit of an issue. Grixis. Okay. That's terrible. And they have counter spells. Oh, we'll just do this on their end step. So if they're a Grixis counterspell based deck, we're probably not in the best shape because they can Thoughtseize here. Let's see what they do. So they shocked in. Interesting they didn't decide to go for. They have the counterspell though, and I need the land, so as much as it sucks, we can't at this point do that. Problem is just these don't do anything for us right now. So I can flood a Tears next turn, perhaps. I could Fae of Wishes for negate. Let's do that. We don't get the card draw because of Narset. So unfortunately, okay, so it's probably like a Gear Hulk version. Can't really do anything with Narset on the board. Okay, and they have counter spells. They take my Flood here. They take the negates. I mean, we gotta just force this counter out of them. We have some more Floods. Gets us closer to Uro. But what am I putting into play anyways? I just reset their Narset. You know what? I can't win this one. Or I might be able to, but it's fringe. Let's just fire up another one. We know we can't beat Narset. Our deck is a deck that's looking to draw a bunch of cards. I think what we might want in the sideboard is a Meteor Golem. This can't be cast for free. Disdainful Stroke. Don't think we care about that. Okay, let's try that again. Can't do anything against Narset. Narset and counters. Not quite. We had a pretty decent hand too, though. If we were able to draw some cards, it was like turn 4 or 5. We would have had Omniscience pretty quick. Okay, most of the way there. So I think here we're actually just going to be playing this out because I can't get this into play with the Seagate. Opponent's on Yorion. Yorion Forest. Okay, well. Campbell's in hand. Just need some permanents. Okay, they're probably a Blink deck. Yeah. So generally speaking, you want to put these onto non-basics in case they have ways to blow up. Sorry, you want to put them on basics in case they have ways to blow up basic lines. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Cool, 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 cool. 2 permanents. We'll play out Fae of Wishes here, I think. We can Fae for... Ooh, they're Panharmonicon. Nice. Uro land both seems good. Because I can do Uro... Just cast this out. So that gives me my 4th permanent, so I could Flood of Tears next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So they get to draw 2, get 2. Just fine. Problem is we don't have anything like major in terms of card draw right now. So let's see. Let's go Omen first because we can scry stuff away. Another Flood of Tears is fine, I think. It just gets us deeper into our deck. Now we just go off. Let's get Aether Flux. Okay, we're just winning through Aether Flux from now on. So we can do this. Gains us more life. Now we can cast Fae. Now we can Granted. We'll gain 5 life. We'll deal 5 to you. And then we 50 Cool, 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 cool. Our sideboard's basically just going to be at this point, like... Let's crack a pack, see what we get. Fresh Kaladesh pack. Lifecraftier's Bestiary. So as long as we could dodge Narset, we probably have a chance. I'd like to see against like a couple more aggressive decks if we're able to hang. Like we have a lot of incidental life gain, which is good. No true board wipe is one issue. Moo Waffles. Sounds pretty slow. Think we do this. Oh, is this Tempered Steel? Oh, jeez. Oh no, I asked for aggro. This not like this. Not like this. I think we're dead, folks. That is a very quick start. Okay, so we need Flooded Tears here. This could gain us another 3, but they're hitting us for 8. So put that there. I think we need to draw a card here. Nope. I don't think we could win at this point. Yeah. That was a hell of a draw by the opponent. Really don't know what we're supposed to do against that, at least with how our hand shaped up. That first hand still was going to be too slow. When they go double Ornithopter, 1-drop into Tempered Steel and all that glitters, you're not really gonna... Most decks will struggle against that. Alright, so let's keep this hand. We got some decent... Worst case, we just put an Ugin into play. Which Ugin on an unchecked board could be enough. Okay, this is going to be a test. Mr. Gitu. We may just have to go defensive Fae here. Gives us more things for this Birth of Paradise. Or Flooded Tears. Or to give us 3. Pretty cool. Opponents on... Is it? They probably have the shock, so I'm just going to take the damage. If they don't play another land. I think we want to keep... Ah, so close. So close. We need one more permanent. Because I could Flooded Tears, but it doesn't do anything. We're still at 19 life, so we have time. Ooh, that's scary. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We gotta hope for like another gift or something. We're probably dead here though. How many pumps you got? We just never drew it. We could have blocked earlier there, and like we could have Flooded Tears, but it still sets us back. We just never drew that 4th permanent. We're getting these decent like starts. We just can't hit our 4th permanent in time. Hey Radical, it is a Flood of Tears Omniscience deck. So basically you get 4 permanents down that are non-land. Play Flood of Tears so that your permanents ramp you. Like stuff like Wolf Willow. Opponent goes first. We can try for a second land. We have Flood of Tears. Think we try this? Yikes. What we didn't want is an 8-drop. This game, I think we're just gonna miss out on lines. Maybe they get stuck on lines. Nope. Never punished. Never punished. Okay. Well, that helps. This lets us put this on here. And then also lets us Omen of the Sea. They can light up the stage here. We're actually getting pretty close, which is nice. What have you been playing recently, Radical? Oh, that's unfortunate. So we need one more permanent here. I may have to, like... Oh, this is the Curious Obsession version. We might have to do this. Oh, they just got all the burn in the world, don't they? Yeah, I can't. It's this... Opponents really just are on, hey, I have literal gas. Here's 4 lands. Perfect curve out. So what other draw? So we can Guild Globe, or there's Sleeper Dart. I think we just get rid of arrows, to be honest. Okay, let's try that. No arrows. As many 2-drop recyclers as possible. We popped off a couple times, which is nice. Again with this like weird hand. I think we keep this one. We can Omen into Gifts of Paradise. Opponent's got Perforo sleeves, so they're mono red player. So normally we play this first, but my second land is this. Daon Prison? I think we do this, set up our draw better. Okay, they're on the Circumpline. Because I... Is this just like red-white dragons? Red-white Embalm? I think we're more concerned with hitting line drops at this point. Cool. Let's do this. So we don't have Omniscience. That's the only thing. So we might want to hang on to the Seagate as much as possible. Oh, they're God Pharaoh's Gift. That's a cool enabler actually for it. Do they have Refurbish in hand? gotta be mindful of this ultimate as well. Mind you, if they pop it off, it's not the end of the world. Ooh, Dracuzath. Okay, so they're like a Dragon Reanimator style. Oh, they've hit 3 God Pharaoh's gifts. Okay, so we're just gonna Omen next turn, and then we can, if needed, we can Flood a Tears, but I'm probably 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. If we can draw another land, I can just cast Seagate, otherwise we're gonna cast Overflowing Insight. Draw 7. Just 2 combo decks, casually drawing cards. Also hit a lot of Cathartic Reunions. I think we want basic land, or like an untapped land. Okay, cool. So let's go pay 2 life. Draw all the cards. Do we hit Omniscience? We did not hit Omniscience. We want Omniscience. We got 2 more turns. Because they make a dragon. They make the dragons next turn. So they don't have a haste enabler. If they are playing Purphoros, they're digging. They've gone through half their deck. Still no refurbish. You might just Overflowing Insight, to be honest. We need these Omniscience. It's a lot of cards they're discarding too. Okay, there we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is free. So let's do this. Let's cast Flood of Tears. Let's put Omniscience into play. Let's go get... Yeah. They've seen enough. They've seen enough. So, we can pop off at times with the deck. Super aggressive decks seem to be an issue, but kind of expected. But I definitely think like some variation like this, it's a fun deck at least. And it's a way to kind of win around Aetherworks Marvel, or Aetherworks Reservoir. Just kind of draw a bunch of cards, go from there. So I'm going to wrap this one up, and then I'll come back with some more ladder play. I'll take a little bit of a break. For the YouTube crowd, thank you for watching. Appreciate the support. If you can, like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching.